Hi there, warm welcome. You're watching Times Now's Breaking Ground with me, Meghna Dekha. Lots lined up for you in this bulletin, but the focus today has been the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, how he, along with his family members, have performed the last rites of his mother, Heeraben. This happened at a crematorium in Gandhinagar after his mother, Heeraben Modi, passed away at the age of 100. Well, Prime Minister had reached Gandhinagar early this morning. He consigned the mortal remains of his mother, Heeraben Modi, to fire along with his brothers. Now, Heeraben Modi passed away at around 3:30 a.m. at the UN Mehta Institute of Cardiology and Research Center in Ahmedabad. According to a bulletin from the hospital, she was hospitalized on Wednesday after her health deteriorated. Now, Prime Minister Modi's brother Somla Bhai, as well as other family members, were also present at the residence.
100 વર્ષે જેનું મૃત્યુ થાય એને દુઃખદ ઘડી કહેવાય નહીં. ધન્યવાદ. हम तो पूरे हिंदुस्तान को याद करते हैं और करते रहेंगे.
आप किस तरीके से याद करते हैं हीराबा को?
हम बेटे हैं तो बेटे की तरह याद करेंगे ना.
In fact, the Muslim, well, this is going to be the big story that we've been tracking for you. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi has passed away. This is a teary-eyed tribute that the Prime Minister has penned for his mother. He has said, I'm going to read it out, a glorious century rests at the feet of God, attributing his mother, calling her his God. He says, in Ma, I have always felt that Trinity. Then he goes on to say, which contains the journey of an ascetic. We are going to show you what else he says by pressing continue a bit faster. The symbol of selfless karma yogi and a life committed to values. That's what the Prime Minister has said. He said, when I met her on her 100th birthday, he reminisces about what had happened. She said that one thing which I will always remember is that work based on your intellect, live with the highest morals. Well, that's the story that is coming out of the Prime Minister and the kind of tribute that he's paid to his mother. Meanwhile, condolences, of course, have been pouring in. Listen in.
हमारे प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की मां जो 99 ईयर से अधिक की हो गई थी, उनका निधन आज हो गया है. आज उनका स्वर्गवास हो गया है. मुझे लगा कि शायद मुझे वापस जाना पड़े, लेकिन हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी ने कहा कि नहीं, कोई भी अपना कार्यक्रम कैंसिल नहीं करेगा और कार्यक्रम करके ही सबको जो है दिल्ली वापस लौटना है. आज के इस अवसर पर मैं अपनी तरफ से, आप सभी की तरफ से, मठ की तरफ से मां हीराबेन, जो प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी की मां हैं, उनके चरणों में श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करते हुए अपनी बात यहीं समाप्त करता हूं.
ये समाचार सुन के हमको बहुत बड़ा दुख हुआ और 100 साल जीने के बाद किसी के भी वो यानी किसी हॉस्पिटल नहीं गए, कहीं भी नहीं, शांति के साथ अपना उन्होंने स्वर्गवास उनका हुआ. और ये बहुत दुर्दैवी घटना है और इस दुख के घड़ी में मोदी जी के इस घड़ी में हम साथ हैं.
माँ के अवसान से बढ़कर कोई असहनीय और अपूर्णीय क्षति नहीं हो सकती. पूज्य माँ हीराबा का जीवन त्याग, तपस्या और कर्मठता का प्रेरणादायी उदाहरण है, जिन्होंने अपने अंश को शक्तिपुंज बनाकर राष्ट्र सेवा के लिए समर्पित कर दिया. ऐसी पूज्य माँ के चरणों में मैं विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि, अश्रुपूरित श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करता हूँ.
कितनी भी बड़ी व्यक्ति हो, अपने माँ को खोता है तो अनाथ हो जाता है, चाहे वो कितनी भी बड़ी व्यक्ति हो. पैसे वाला हो, उद्योगपति हो, शक्तिमान हो, ताकत वाला हो, लेकिन जब माँ का छत्र निकल जाता है तो अनाथ हो जाता है. इसलिए चाहे नरेंद्र मोदी जी प्रधानमंत्री और उनका पूरा परिवार के ऊपर जो दुख की घड़ी जो आई है, एक कठिन समय होता है और हम पूरा शिवसेना परिवार, ठाकरे परिवार, हमारी जनता उनके साथ ही।
नरेंद्र मोदी जी की मां का निधन हो जाने की खबर जैसे ही सुबह सुबह हम सबको मिली, हम सब हतप्रभ रह गए। पूरे प्रदेश से हजारों लोगों के लगातार फ़ोन आ रहे हैं कि क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ। हम सब टेलीविज़न के माध्यम से आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की मां की अंतिम यात्रा को देख रहे हैं। पूरा प्रदेश आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के साथ इस दुख की घड़ी में है। हम ईश्वर से प्रार्थना करते हैं कि मां को अपने श्री चरणों में स्थान दें। आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी और उनके पूरे परिवार को, उनके समर्थकों को इस असहनीय पीड़ा को सहने की ताकत दें।
You know, something that's very unusual and also very inspiring is that he's also aware that he is not just a son, but also he has his duties as the Prime Minister of the country. The Prime Minister's office has confirmed that he is going to go on with his official schedule as planned. Today, after the last rites, he will be inaugurating projects in West Bengal via video conferencing.
No, I know him. He is a karma yogi. He does his duty so passionately. It is not as a duty, but as a devotion he does his work. And that's why he has gone there, attended all the final rites. He has done the duty of a son, and immediately once he will do the duty of a Prime Minister. This is the greatness of our Prime Minister.
Sad to hear about it this morning, read about it now. My heartfelt condolences to the Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, to know, that how close he was with his mother and how comforted he was with his mother, and it's a sad loss for him. I know this because I share a similar relationship with my mother, and I know how important this is for a son and mother's relationship, and this is a very sad moment for the Prime Minister. My heartfelt condolences to him and my best wishes. I have a similar relationship with my mother, so I firsthand understand his relationship with his mother, and I know that this loss will mean a lot to him, and I'm sure he'll have to bear this loss. But yes, I mean, her memories will be with him.
Well, with that big breaking news which is coming in, security has tightened at the Modi residence in Ahmedabad. This after the mother of Prime Minister Modi, Heeraben Modi, passed away earlier this morning. Remember, the families made an appeal that people should go about their regular work because that is a befitting tribute to the Karma Yogi. In the midst of it all, security has been tightened. Remember, the Prime Minister, his brothers and the immediate family were present there in the house before the body was taken for the funeral rites. Let me go across to Aishwarya, who's joining us. Aishwarya, I believe security, and quite understandably, has been stepped up now.
Well, that's right. Where I'm reporting is Heeraben's residence, and security has been tightened over here. There is a possibility of Prime Minister to visit over here before leaving to the national capital. And if you can tell my camera person to quickly show the visuals around where Heeraben's residence is, you can clearly see senior police officials have gathered over here to tackle the security situation over here at Vrindavan bungalows, where the residence of Pankaj Modi is, where Heeraben used to live, and more senior officials on both sides of the road and top Gujarat police officials also have now arrived, and Prime Minister is expected to be here. Remember, there was a meeting that Prime Minister did with the West Bengal government officials, where he was a part of several inaugural projects, and he joined by a video conferencing soon after leaving from the crematorial ground there. And now we have been told that Prime Minister, after finishing that, accompanied by Chief Minister, can arrive over here, and therefore the reason perhaps you can see more police deployment now here and Heeraben's residence in Gandhinagar, and before leaving to national capital, we've been told that Prime Minister can come over here and can visit the family members of and certainly this is the residence in which very few relatives who are sitting outside the residence here at Heeraben, but a straight message from the family that came in early in the morning appealed to the people and the leaders across the country that we thank everyone for their prayers in these tough times. It's our humble request to everyone to keep the departed soul in their thoughts and continue with their pre-decided, which usually travels with him wherever he goes, but he decided to be with the mortal remains of Heeraben in the ambulance and reached at the crematorium ground, and from there he spent a lot of time. All the cabinet ministers and local MLAs and other leaders left very early, but we've been told that Prime Minister, because it's a very, very emotional day, a very important part of his life, he has lost. He was sitting very quiet at the crematorium ground, didn't talk to anyone, and then left directly to do his kartavya, to do his duty as a Prime Minister of India. His official engagements were pre-decided, and he had to inaugurate several projects in West Bengal, and there is also a meeting that was lined up and that he did, and soon after that now we've been told that he will be coming over here after finishing that to meet the family members as well. More senior officials now arriving over here, as from few moments from now Prime Minister or the Chief Minister can arrive over here to meet the family members as well. But when we had a word with several leaders who were there at the crematorium ground about the kartavya that Prime Minister is doing, they clearly had stated that it is the teaching of Heeraben to Narendra Modi that duties come first, and that's what he is doing. He is doing his kartavya as Prime Minister on the very day when he has lost his mother, someone he was very close to, someone he had very special bond with, and that's the reason perhaps in the past we have seen whenever Prime Minister had arrived on important days in Ahmedabad, he had visited here to Heeraben and sought blessings from her in the past as well. And today, after performing the last rites of Heeraben, he directly went to Raj Bhavan, did that particular meeting, the official engagements that he had, and finished, and now he's coming over here. So cutting across the party lines, many leaders are now paying tribute to Heeraben and also offering condolences to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's family.